In the last few months, they've announced that Obama plans to put the Gitmo people in Wyoming and Montana.
Well, absolutely. And see, this is the deal. I mean, people got to understand, Montana has just a little bit under 1 million people in the whole state, and we're the fourth largest state. But there's a lot of stuff in Montana. We got a lot of underground bases. I mean, big ones. I'm talking huge ones, Alex, 4 square miles underground. And usually when you see these type of camps showing up, they show up in some of the most remote areas of Montana and of Wyoming. Now, listen, we're getting reports from the field of French and intelligence troops in log cabins near the Flaming Gorge Reservoir who've been met by Chinook helicopters and on BMW motorcycles and are having coolers, very small coolers, given to them. You and I talked about that, okay? Those are
You said a month ago you thought they might release the flu on Indian reservations. Then the National Post of Canada said flu shots with body bags are being delivered all over.
Absolutely. Also,
oh, my God, it's starting to come together. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, also Upper Peninsula, Michigan. The amount of real estate being sold on the borders, especially for hotels, for lodges, any Great Lake lodges. I mean, I'm in contact like you are with a lot of people, and I'm telling you, they are buying a lot.
Well, Steve, NLE09 said troops from 14 countries here with FEMA training to engage American terrorists.
Absolutely, and remember when they landed at, Jacksonville, Florida?
13 nations of Latin America, major news.
Absolutely, and what about, Alex, the time frame is critical because I know we don't have that much time left together, but the time frame, look, 400 Border Patrol guards are being taken off the Mexican-U.S. border. That will create a corridor for the Red Dawn scenario. It is not by chance that Venezuela is seeking nuclear weapons and submarines. It is not by chance that the Cienfuegos submarine base in Cuba, top secret base, underwater access.
Plan de Aztlan, plan of San Diego.
Absolutely. Everything. And look, years ago, I talked to a lot of guys that were international weapons dealers, a lot of years. They said the amount of weaponry going into the gangs, and I'm not talking about 38 specials or 25.
And after you talked about that, the grenade launchers and AK-47s on Costco Chinese government ships being delivered wasn't going to gangs. The L.A. Times reported it was being bivouacked.
Absolutely. So it's strategically placed, and what I'm watching and what I think everybody should be watching is this. Look, when you see foreign troops, make notes, and for those of you that have camera phones, for those of you that have video cameras, take them everywhere. Alex, I'm notorious. Now I travel with all my stuff. I'm not going to be caught without my cameras any longer, and I'm a photographer. That's my profession before I went into talk radio. So the thing is that we've got to absolutely get photographs, and like you've already made the request to Hardin, this is the thing, you guys, everyone listening. The thing they hate is exposure, and I mean that in the pun sense of the word, as in photographic exposure. And so when we can get the photos and get them uplinked, and while we've still got time, Alex, and listen, we are running out of time. That's not BS. It's not a talk radio bravado. Look, when you start identifying enemies of the state, I think there should be an absolute, everyone who's on that list, and me and others who have been, said you die soon. The bottom line is that we should be filing a class action suit for hate crimes. Because they're talking about the political assassination, first of all, of free speech, and of anybody that will stand against it.
Well, this is a chilling effect, Steve. They're attempting to chill our speech. They told our camera guys, you're going to be on terror list, and laugh. This is their new police state. They did hire Primakov. They did hire Marcus Wolf from East Germany. You were correct. That came out in congressional budget documents. That they are setting up the Stasi teams. They have hired the 3.4 million Girl Scouts to, quote, spy on their neighbors and help take on terrorists. AP, AFP headline. They are training the Boy Scouts of America in the Explorer Scouts to, quote, take on gun owners and disgruntled veterans. Front page of the New York Times. This is really happening. They really have children coast to coast worshiping Obama, changing the words from Jesus loves all the little children, yellow, red, black, and white. They are equal in his sight, to President Obama loves all the little children, yellow, red, yellow, black, and white. They are equal in his sight. We have entered the twilight zone, and they're testing, they're probing right now. And then as nothing happens, we just get more conditioned to accept it. But I want to give the number out, Steve, 1-800-259-9231. I've had private investigators call me, send me photos, video in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama of the plastic coffins people laughed at. Now it's admitted it's for the flu. I've gotten internal documents from the state of New York admitting that they've got mass graves ready. Illinois and Indiana emergency managers on the show saying the police are saying get ready for the citizens to attack your police departments, harden them. This was in January. Get ready for mass graves. Get ready for millions dead from Chicago and your town in Indiana. Get ready for total martial law. We don't know if they're going to do this. The issue is we've never seen such a massive buildup. I want to hear specifically from people that have these new camps that have been built in their areas. I want to hear specifically from people who are in Hardin or what you think about this if you're in Wyoming or Montana. 1-800-259-9231. Only on that issue. The phones are open. 1-800-259-9231. Truck drivers, you name it. Steve Quayle, go ahead.
Well, again, we're running out of time. People can no longer just sit back and, like I'm getting emails, Alex, as you and I are speaking. Well, what does this mean to us in Indiana? There is no state exempt from this. It is going to be total. Tommy Frank's infamous statement about us, the Constitution's gone if there's a weapons of mass destruction. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's being already put forth on the History Channel that Washington, D.C. is going to get nuked. Did you watch that, Alex?
Yes.
Okay, so the thing is that it's neuro-linguistic programming. We're already being trained. The other thing that people have got to understand, this is the greatest psychological operation ever initiated by any intelligence organizations, plural, in the history of the world. And that's what Dr. Horowitz is trying to get people to understand, too. The background noise is designed to mess people's brains up. And I got to tell you something, Alex, I am absolutely disturbed by the lack of critical thinking by some of the people that have listened to you and listened to me since we both started on the air. They'll say things, well, like, how do you know this is it? We can give them 1,000 sources, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000 sources, but if they won't go and read it and see for themselves, they still live in that mind-controlled river of denial.
Well, that's it. I mean, open world government being announced, open end of the dollar, police saying no one's allowed to protest or even go shopping, attacking old women with police dogs, riding through neighborhoods, sound cannoning 8-, 9-year-old kids. We have photos, video. Total insanity, and people are going, I don't see a police state, I don't see a new world order. They are under mind control. Let's say somebody's in Texas or Florida or New York, and they want to fly to Hardin to see this for themselves. What is the best town to fly into in Montana to go see this? Billings, Montana.
And I would encourage everybody up on my website on the alert, I have both Bacchus and Testers phone numbers to say what is going on up there, and they say our senatorial delegation is aware of this. No, they're not. They do nothing. We also have Brian Schweitzer, who, by the way, is a very strong state rights guy, probably one of the, in my opinion, the leading governors in America who is fighting for state rights. He understands the global grasp for water, Alex, minerals. It's all about money, okay?
It's a power grab. We're being occupied. They think we're rotten and weak and decadent, and they're just occupying us right out in the open, thinking if they just go about their business like it's no big deal, we'll accept it.
Well, yes, and also, by the way, it's divide and conquer. And let me go back to it. Balkanization. Gee, who knows better about balkanization than the troops that were involved in all the different civil wars and UN police actions than those who were balkanized, okay? That's the story of the American police force. That's why they pulled down the website. Please, everybody, go and look at my photo of the day. Alex, you're welcome to use it, take it. All those things are absolutely,
That's right. You've got it saved. For those that don't know, recap. Foreign mercenary group admitted, shows up with black SUVs. The mayor, he's got a different name there, the county head of that area, it's called the selectman or something. He was on, they erased it off the news channel too. They didn't just pull American Police Force, they pulled the local news channel. They don't even say the story's gone, it's just gone. We got all these videos we're trying to grab right now. And they're there driving around doing police work with Hardin Police next to their American Police Force logos. The locals are saying, why are you here? I mean, this is insane. And then you've confirmed they're going to locals saying, we have a list of your guns. You have to mark them for us and do what?
They have to they have to bring them in and have them marked, okay? They put chips in them, okay? Oh, interesting. All the warnings, the alerts, and the jumping up and down and screaming we've done about the RFID technology